Hi, I'm Sophie from Filters and I'm here to show you around a valuation in East Lothian today. Come on in. So when having a valuation carried out on your property, the agent might first of all ask for a tour of the property and for you to talk through anything that you've done, any improvements that you've made, before sitting down and having a chat about valuation along with what they can offer you. Let's take a look. Things that we'll consider when carrying out our valuation is general condition of the property, house type, whether it's detached, semi-detached, linked, flat, terraced, integrated appliances and fixtures and fittings, so things like integrated blinds which help with salability, general location of the layout and kitchen, and whether there's any garden access as well. What we're finding at the moment is presentation is really key to the salability of your home. Buyers are looking for something that they can move into without having to spend too much money on initially. As you can see, this property is immaculately presented. This property has access to a rear garden, beautifully presented and fully enclosed. This is the sort of thing that we would like to see and understand the direction that the property faces, as these things can all help impact the value of the property. We'll also look at things like integrated appliances in the kitchen, eye-level fittings such as the oven here and the integrated microwave, all help with the salability, and general fixtures and fittings as well. With a new build like this, it's unlikely to have any defects, but if there are any repairs that are needing to be carried out, it's useful for us to know what these are. We might also spot things ourselves and we'll discuss the best plan of action for those. If you have a new build, you may well have a warranty that's in place, and again, it's useful for us to understand that information. We'll take a look at number of bedrooms and whether or not they have integrated wardrobe space, en suites, whether those en suites are tiled or not tiled. We'll have a look at things like the silicon, the grout, and maybe make recommendations on things you can do before putting your property onto the market. Family bathrooms, always a great selling point. It's important to make sure that they're presented well. Make sure you declutter any products and things like that that are out that can make things look a bit messy, and generally just make sure that the space is looking as presented nicely as it can be, just like this property here. We may well take a rough measurement while we're here, just to get a rough feel for the floor plan. That will allow us to give you a better indication on the value of your property. Sometimes we can get this information before coming along, and it won't be that all agents do that. Additional en suites always add value, so again it's important for us to see those when going throughout the property. So now that we've had a tour of the property, we'll usually sit down and have a chat through, answer any questions that you may have, and talk to you a little bit about the market conditions during the time that you're selling. We'll talk you through things like comparable evidence, comparable sales, how we've come up with the value that we have, and that may be a discussion that we have then and there, or it might be something we have to come back to you once we've done a little bit more research if it's a slightly more complex valuation that we're carrying out. We'll also talk you through what we as an agent can offer you, and you might find that different agents can offer different services depending on where they are and where they're coming from. We might also talk to you about things that you can do in terms of presentation or repairs, paintwork that might need to be done in order to maximise the sale price that you can achieve when your property goes on the market. Please feel free to ask us any questions regarding this, and if you want to take us back around the property to go through rooms in more detail, then we're always happy to do so. Once we're finished our discussion and finished any questions that you may have, we will follow up with a proposal that will be sent out to you outlining the valuation that we have come up with and our retrospective costs. These costs will include things such as the marketing costs in order to bring you to the market, our estate agency fee, which may be fixed or may be percentage based, and our conveyancing costs as well. If you're looking to have a valuation carried out by an ESPC agent and have exposure on the ESPC portal, go to espc.com and get in touch today.